Welcome, everybody, to 97.3 ESPN and the Locker Room's special broadcast from Carey Stadium in Ocean City at the Battle of the Beach. I'm Billy Schweim, along with my twin brother, Bobby Schweim, and former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and Mainland product, Dave Klemick. And Fran McLaughlin from the Pretzel Factory will be with us in a few moments. But welcome, fellas. And it's week 0 in high school football. And here we are at Ocean City, Bob. This is the site of, since the 2021 season, the start of the Battle of the Beach.
Well, I'll tell you what, this thing, they got gold here, Bill. I got to tell you, man, this thing, for the last couple of years, these guys are monsters. I'll tell you, for high school, I am so impressed. And the competition, the skill.
And the size and the speed.
And the weather. Look
and
at
the
this.
weather.
Crisp. It could be 90 degrees in humidity, right? It's a great day for football, Dave.
Let's welcome in Dave Klemick. Of course, Dave, you played for the Kansas City Chiefs. You went to Northeastern in Boston. You're not intimidated by these big guys.
No, man. I think they were intimidated by me. But I would be
Jimmy Thomas, baby.
Yeah, Jimmy. We got words. I love that kid. Hey, I would be remiss if I didn't say I was caffeinated, activated, and ready to go.
Well, just like this, we're watching. So we're watching right now. Bergen Catholic is taking on East St. Louis, and this is a barn burner. It's 21-21 with about
56 seconds to go.
21.
22-21, Bill.
Oh, 22-21.
Yeah, Bergen Catholic's up by a point with 56 seconds to go, but East St. Louis is on the move. I think they're down to like the 25-yard line.
This game's been a barn burner, Dave. A lot of fun, and there's a great crowd here, man. You should see this crowd. And if you're in the area and you like high school football, you need to get in your car and get down to Carey Stadium and check this out. This is unbelievable. The competition here. These guys they look like they're in college already, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are the highest nationally ranked teams in the country. I mean, and then IMG's next, who I think is number 1 in the country. If not,
they're up
have
there,
the
number
1
4, I think.
class of any
I don't think there's anything like this going on around the country. This has got to be really special here.
And you know what's really cool, Bob? I know you live here in Ocean City, but as we're sitting at the east end of the stadium, you can see they got a golden dome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like
Notre Dame,
touchdown
right?
Jesus, right, man? But anyway, we've had a couple great games already. Holy Spirit and Northern Highlands. Northern Highlands beat Holy Spirit 27-12, and Oak Crest was shut out by Ocean City 32-0.
What time these games start, Bill?
The Holy Spirit game was at 10 a.m. The Oak Crest Ocean City game was at 1. Of course, we're watching the East St. Louis against Bergen Catholic, and we're watching this game. And then later on tonight, of course, is the IMG Academy at Winslow.
And I got to tell you, this Winslow coach, Bill, he's a local product. He went to Winslow. I believe he was a quarterback. Went on to play for Penn State. So that's good. That's a cool thing.
Mecklenburg? He's not on that team. I don't think he's.
No. The head coach for Winslow.
Right.
He went.
Bobby did his homework.
He went to Winslow, Bill.
Bobby did his homework.
Played at Winslow.
So they've had a lot of fun things going on here. They even had the introduction of the Hall of Fame. Coaches that were Hall of Fame inducted into the Hall of Fame today. And Bob, one of our coaches, Mike Sheridan from Collingswood.
That is insane.
Mike Sheridan coached at Sterling, Collingswood, West Deptford, and Haddon Township. He just stepped down in 2020 as the Haddon Township Hawks coach, but he was an offensive lineman, linebacker, and of course we know him from our days playing at Collingswood.
I'll tell you what, he was old school, Dave. This guy, you saw him. He was like, he looked like a lineman, right, Bill? He was a big, strong guy. I love playing for him, man. You run this kind of coach where you run through a wall for him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I got to talk about Mike Gatley for a second.
Absolutely.
Mike Gatley, the athletic director of Mainland and Hamilton, a great friend of mine, an unbelievable amount of energy. Mike's, of course, a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer amongst Hall of Famers.
Oh, look at
Pete
this.
Lancetta from St. Augustine Prep, who is a Hamilton, probably a Hall of Famer if he just had one career. Now he's got 2. He's got one at Hamilton and another one at the St. Augustine Prep.
And then Matthew Schultz, he's an assistant coach. He's a Washington Township graduate. He went to Westchester University. He was honored today. And of course, Kevin Minnick, journalist. He's been associated with high school sports Mimic for years in South Jersey. So that was a pretty cool ceremony today at the halftime of the last game.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man, this is. Did you see that last play, Bill? They caught a pass. I think it was all the way down. Oh, there was a penalty on the play. They moved them back. There's 4 seconds to go. And
Bergen Catholic is in like a what are they? Maroon and gold helmets.
Yeah.
And East St. Louis is in white, all white with gold helmets.
1 point game, and
4 seconds.
I can't hear.
4 seconds to go. Here we go.
So
Oh, jeez.
he ran.
Game's
That's
over.
it.
Game's over. Clock expired. Bergen Catholic.
Bergen
look at-
Catholic won.
The kids are all coming onto the field. How about that? Oh my gosh.
Oh, he threw it. He threw the ball at the other team. Yeah, classless move by Bergen Catholic.
So, Dave, talk to us a little bit about you played at Mainland High School. You played on this field a couple times against Ocean City. Mainland Ocean City was a big rivalry.
Yeah, it's
you
gotten-
played against Kevin Sinclair.
Kevin Sinclair was an absolute legend. I mean, there was that team had a bunch of legendary players. I think are in the Ocean City Hall of Fame right now. But that rivalry being across the bridge is so cool because of this. The winner of that game is the Bridge Bowl. So they light up the bridge green. All those lights under the bridge green. And Mainland wins.
right.
If Ocean City wins, it lights up red. How cool is that?
That is cool. That is really cool, man. This is such a great event. The teams are coming up. Bill, also, isn't there a second field that they play at?
Yeah, so
how's that work?
They also have games going on at Rowan University with the Battle of the Beach. And
But do they call that the Battle of the Beach?
It's all part of the Battle of the Beach. But this is the beach, Bob.
Oh, I get it. Well, I get it. This is the main
That's why
event.
we're here at the beach here. Our broadcast, we got great sponsors today, Bob. I'm going to talk about our sponsors because without them, we wouldn't be on the air. Mark Grimes, Ocean City's #1 real estate agent. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Call Mark anytime on his cell phone at 609-425-2042 or online at markgrimes.com. And, of course, I ride our bikes all around the town, and all you see is Grimes, right? Grimes, you see, what do you call it? Placards, signs out in front of the house.
Yard signs, yeah.
Yard signs.
For sale, for rent, whatever.
Yeah, and then, of course, famous Manco and Manco Pizza, the first and last name in pizza since 1956, located on the Ocean City Boardwalk at 8th, 9th, and 12th Streets, Summers Point, and at Citizens Bank Park.
How about
so
that?
if you go to a Phillies game, Dave Clem, you can have Manco and Manco.
Dave, you don't eat pizza, do you, Dave?
I'm a little lactose intolerant. You know what I mean? I can't really. I would love to lactose intolerant. I wouldn't wish lactose intolerance on my worst enemy.
Listen, we grew up on that pizza.
Yeah,
right, Phil?
absolutely. Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge, founded in 1898. Shriver's is Ocean City's oldest business. Order by phone at 1-877-668-2339 or go online at shrivers.com. And, of course, famous Bob's Grill. They're celebrating 90 years of service, serving breakfast, lunch in Ocean City on the boardwalk. Summer memories are made at Bob's Grill. They're located at 1368 Boardwalk. Go to bobsgrilloceancity.com. They're our sponsors today, keeping us on the air. Now, we're broadcasting live here as the East St. Louis Bergen Catholic game just wrapped up. And, of course, Bergen Catholic won this
22
game.
to 21, yeah.
What a great game, and these games are going to be real tough. Although I think Winslow, I'll tell you, this next game coming up, Dave, it's going to be a tough contest for they're going up against IMG.
But we saw. Is this your second or third year doing
This is our second year doing it.
Second year. Now last year
It started in 2021.
Yeah. So last year when I came in here, okay, I saw this IMG. I was coming through the where the players come out. Dave, I couldn't believe it. These guys were huge on his IMG team. Now this IMG, if you're not familiar with the school, they every sport, tennis, baseball, these kids are all Division I athletes going. It's like a sports factory, a student athlete factory. And they
have an A squad, a B squad that's all Division I athletes.
Can you imagine?
All Division I, they're B squad.
And they recruit all over the country, probably all over the world, I guess, because they, like I said, they have tennis players, baseball players, gymnasts. They have everything.
Well, IMG started as just a tennis academy.
Isn't that something?
And then it expanded out into.
Dave, do you get any people that come to your clinic that go there?
Well, I had Keon Saab, who was an IMG student. I have another one named Ryan Williams.
Okay.
That was an IMG student, and they came back to train for a little bit before they went back. No, Keon Saab was on the show here. And
okay.
Keon is at Alabama.
Are these
was at
all
Michigan.
local?
Remember, he won a national championship in
Yep.
Michigan.
Are these all local kids?
He was a Glassboro kid.
Glassboro
Yeah.
kid. Okay.
All right. Listen, we're broadcasting live here at the beach in Ocean City at Cary Stadium. When we return, we're going to talk with the coach of the Bergen Catholic team, and we'll be back right after this.
Here he comes.
All right, welcome back to 97.3 ESPN and the Locker Rooms live special broadcast from Cary Stadium in Ocean City at the Battle of the Beach. And it's a beautiful day. A little windy here. I want to apologize for the wind. There's nothing we can do about Mother Nature. But we're watching, get ready. The IMG team is warming up here in the east end of the football field, and they're getting ready. They're going to take on Winslow Township, Bobby. That's
local New Jersey team, which, most of these guys that, come to, or in the high school years are from the town, but I guess this Winslow started recruiting here.
Yeah, they must.
And to be up in this league, in this category, they have to be. They have to be
controversial statement.
They have to be something.
Billy,
special.
why didn't you shut him up? Is that because he can beat you up?
You know how? I'll shut him up. Hey, Dave, I'll shut him up. All right, listen, West Jersey Coaches Association, in conjunction with its annual Battle at the Beach Showcase event, will recognize 5 individuals for their contribution to South Jersey high school football. This is the first time since the 2018 class that has been selected into the South Jersey Football Coaches Hall of Fame. And sitting with us right now is one of our very special guests because he coached us, Bobby Schweim.
That's right.
At Collingswood High School. Let's welcome in here to the locker room the head coach Mike Sheridan. Good afternoon, good evening, Coach. How you doing?
It's an honor to be here. Thank you, Billy and Bobby. It's an honor. It's an incredible honor, and I'm humbled by this. And then to come back and see 2 outstanding players from my early years of college. It's a special day.
Well, let me just jump in first, Bob, because I want to just say, Mike, this is surreal for me, for my brother too. I know it is.
Absolutely, I'm almost in tears.
When I saw the program, and then of course I walked out on the field and I spoke to you. I'm like, this is too good to be true. But congratulations, and you deserve it.
Thank you so much.
You really do, Coach.
Mike, I haven't really, since I left high school, I haven't really, followed your career, reading all the high schools that you coached. But I just remember, the special bond we had back in high school. I'm sure you facilitated that through all your teams that you've coached, because I would have ran through a brick wall for you.
Absolutely. And
I'm
players.
sure that's why, you are here today. And I wish I would have kept a little bit more in touch with your path to see how it went. But obviously you're here, you've made it, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I think, sometimes when I think back on my career, the head coach at Collingswood, Mr. Ream, was a freshman coach.
Yeah.
When I was a freshman in Sterling, and then I just learned so much from him, and then he brought me along with him at Collingswood, and then that's how we got the whole ball rolling.
And then you played college football at Davison.
Yes.
I'll never forget that.
We went there.
We went down to Davison.
Billy Albone went there. Yeah.
I'm living proof that the admissions department.
I was going to ask you that. How did you keep these guys eligible as a coach?
That's
Yeah.
You're stretching there for Billy.
Good thing he's not wearing a headset. His nose would push it right off his head. So, Mike, let me ask you a question. You named a couple coaches, but who did you learn the most? How did you mold yourself into becoming a great coach? Taking a little bit from each coach along the way?
That's where I think I was blessed from early on. Starting with youth football, I had great coaches in youth football, and then at Sterling, Mr. Ream, Mr. Stout, and obviously Mr. Hughes, an absolute legend.
Yeah.
And I was able to move on to Davidson, where I was coached by some great coaches, Phil Gennaro, who was actually one of the first agents with IMG under contract.
Oh, wow.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then and Dave Roberts, who was one time the offensive coordinator at Notre Dame, and then Baylor, and then South Carolina with Coach Holt. So, and then think about it going from Mr. Green to Coach Barickian, Clyde Folsom, Todd Green.
Oh, my God.
Great players. I've been so blessed. I'm so thankful and humbled by this.
Well, Mike, we want to say once again, congratulations. Thank you so much for coming up and talking to us and sharing a little bit with us. And we'll never forget you coaching us, man.
Absolutely.
God bless and thank you for having me.
All right, now we're going to get Coach the Bergen Catholic School is going to come in here. Coach Vito Campanella with a big win. But this was an exciting game, Dave Clemick. I mean, it came down to the wire.
Hey, Coach, welcome in, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
What you nail biter today?
Oh, hell yeah.
You can say hell on the radio.
They can't get any closer than that. Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you. Let me just ask you a question. You guys, when do you start your practices? How does this all go down for you guys at Bergen Catholic? When do you first start with the helmets? When you first meet?
I'd say MLK Day, we start at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
Martin Luther King Day, and then it's 4 days a week from there. And then, I was just talking about our commitment ratio. What we expect of these guys is it's over. Last year it was 1,064 hours of work.
Wow.
When you talk about study hall practice, community service, weight room, everything that we put into this. So, you get a play like that when, you got a high school All-American laying out and blocking a punt, right, instead of taking a play off. And then you have a guy who's just been a pit bull his whole career, and Amari Newell coming through and scooping and scoring and just finding a way to get in the end zone. And we talk about complementary football, offense, defense, special teams, and how much was complementary football part of the game for both teams here today. I mean, you got to play every play, and it was good versus good. And, Coach Sunk, what he's done out there with that team, and I don't know if you guys know, he's a Camden, New Jersey.
No, didn't know that.
Their head coach is a Camden guy, and for him to bring all those guys out here, I mean, it's an epic program, one of the best programs in the country since he's been there. I think he's won 11 state championships out there in East St. Louis, so honored to play against him. And then his kids were just nothing but class at the end of the game. I mean, of course, you're going to shed a tear after that game.
Yeah.
As a winner or a loser. I mean, it was just emotion was amazing.
We're talking with the head coach of the Bergen Catholic high school football team, Vito Campanella. Coach, what do you look for in players? What are the two key ingredients that you want in a high school athlete?
Yeah, I think grit is first and foremost, right? And then like we talk about collective sacrifice. You got to sacrifice for one another. You got to give stuff up, and you got to do what's for the greater good of the team. And personally, I always say, Coach, you need to have integrity to the player, and then you have integrity to the collective group, and that's really what we try and hang our hat on, and find families that have like-minded values and want to be what we're about.
Well, Dave, what's your high school? You think they don't care how much you know until they know?
No,
how
that's
much
not
you
high school. That's a Dick Vermeil.
I like that.
People don't care what you know till they know that you care.
Yeah, that's
And
funny.
Coach,
I got a picture with Coach Vermeil in my office.
That's his best friend. He's
I
like a
played for
son
him in
of
Kansas City. I also played with Rich Scanlon from Bergen Catholic, who played 04 to
That's a Mount Rushmore Bergen.
Yeah,
guy.
man.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Brian Cushing, Scanlon, who I played with, but you guys have had a great tradition and represent New Jersey football to the country.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are one of the best representatives in the entire country every year.
I'm proud of that. Right now, we have 61 alums playing Division I or Division II football, but at some level, Division I or Division II, and I think a lot of that is just like we say, like extended family environment, and trying to develop them in every aspect of their life.
How long you been with them, Coach?
Yeah, I was there for 8 years. My brother was there 7 before that. He's now the quarterbacks coach and his assistant head coach at Syracuse University. Fran Brown, another Camden guy, right? So, we have a lot of New Jersey connections here, so it's great.
Coach, you guys are ranked 7th nationally.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of pressure on you guys for high school kids?
Well, you're playing in games like this, and nobody
Right.
cares what you're ranked. They're trying to rip your head off. They were ranked 8th. So, I mean, I don't know if there's 5 yards of difference between our team and their team. I mean, that running back is as good. I mean, we'll watch him play. He's next Saquon, that guy.
Yeah.
He's very special. Yeah.
Coach, you go ahead, Dave.
Coach,
Keep
great
the ball
call.
right here.
Great call with the 2-point conversion instead of the kick.
Yeah,
what was that?
We had him almost 100% man-to-man in the red zone, and we felt like we have 3 2-point plays that we've been working on for a month straight, and we kind of had used one for the first touchdown when Brian caught like an extended mesh route, and then I think we did a really good job picking up the edge blitz, and Trey got it out on his third step and really did a great job.
Well, that was all the difference you needed.
Yeah.
Coach, your team has performed real well today. It's a testament to the coaching staff too. I'm sure that you associate yourself with great coaches.
No, they're unbelievable people. We've had no staff turnover for 8 years now, and I just couldn't be happier with those guys. They're an extension of my family.
Hey, real quick, local question. You going to get some Manco pizza or what?
Yeah, I'm in North Jersey. You guys, these Eagles shirts here. My brother's a defense coordinator for Jacksonville Jaguars, so go Jags.
All right, Coach Vito, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Congratulations on the big win. All right.
High school football.
There he is. We had a football come in right here while the wind blew our tent down. So we're battling. We're battling the elements today. Was that a kick that came through here?
I don't know. The kid was throwing balls here, but not.
No, it was a kick.
It was a kick. IMG's out on the field, and now so is Winslow. Winslow's at the far end, and they're warming up. These guys. IMG has blue jerseys, white pants, white helmets.
Okay.
And Winslow's down there together. They've got green pants, white jerseys, and green
I'll tell you what.
helmets.
It just by looking right now, these guys even look bigger than. Look at this kid right here.
Yeah.
These guys look bigger than.
I think they're the number 1 team in the country, right? Are they number
No,
1
I think
right
they're
now?
4. I think he said. What do you say? 4? They were number 4, Bill.
No, they're ranked. IMG's ranked 6.
That's crazy. It's
6.
hard to believe. Who's look at
Who's
these
better than that? Well,
Oh.
here's the thing. This is the cool thing about high school football and what you're watching right now. What you're going to see on the field, and you'll see 3 or 4 of these guys be first, second round draft picks in the upcoming drafts. This is the neat thing about coming to some. So you could say, hey, I saw this guy play in high school.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. That's what's that's
Hey,
what happens here.
that Bergen Catholic coach, man. I mean, no nonsense. You know what I mean? I mean, you could tell he had a sense of humor, but you could tell he's all business, man.
All right, and by the way, speaking of business, how about the big trade today in the NFL? Michael
Wow.
Parsons goes to the Green Bay Packers, and he's going to make $188 million. That's Dave Clement.
Well,
kind of money.
He gets paid more than most quarterbacks. That's how valuable he is.
You know what had to go wrong for that deal to go down? You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones
is
Yeah.
what's wrong.
Wow. Can you imagine losing a guy like that?
Yeah,
I mean, how does Dallas even recover from that? You know, I mean, there's not enough people you get in return, in my estimation, to satisfy that trade.
Yeah, he's so disruptive. He's like as disruptive as Reggie White. That's how good I put him on that category right now.
Well,
and
you
he
know,
ran a 4.3 in the 40 at his size.
that's
My
crazy.
God. Yeah.
So the good news is we only have to see him once during the regular season
Right,
now.
and I got to tell you, man, we're all going to be going
Good
to
point.
that. We're all going to be going to that Dallas game.
Oh, yeah.
On Thursday night. The whole locker room crew, where PJ Corder is going to get us in there in a suite, and I cannot wait to be in the stands when they raise the banner and against the Dallas Cowboys. Without Micah Parsons, I mean, hopefully we see a
So
score,
let me ask you this.
maybe like 33-6.
Bill,
or
let
something.
me ask you this question: How do you think the league came up with us opening up with Dallas? Because that's highly unusual, isn't it? I mean, after the Super Bowl win, I mean, they let's have the Eagles drop their banner right when the Cowboys are in
you
town.
can't write a better script.
Oh,
Dave.
yeah, that's great.
I mean, how do you think that came about?
Well, I want to change the subject to something that's just, Bob, we have to talk about this.
Okay.
The Mets.
Oh
The Mets
man.
just swept the Phillies, Bob.
Well, I got to tell you,
Bob,
man.
right? I mean,
Lynn,
not only
listen.
did they sweep us, they killed us.
So here's the thing, Bill. I watched the entire series, okay, and after the first 2 losses, it's like I don't even care if they won last night because we didn't win this series,
Right.
And the way not only we got beat, we got smoked.
They played fundamentally. They were not fundamentally sound. They played horrible.
Errors in the field.
Errors in the field. Mental mistakes.
And we weren't even facing top-notch pitching.
No.
Some of the guys have 5.14 ERA. Come on, man.
Dave, let me ask you this question: When you're playing sports, and you can't beat a team in their home,
That you're supposed to be able to beat.
That you're supposed to be able to beat. You can't beat them. And like I think the Phillies are like. The Mets are 23-6 since 2022. We've lost 10 in a row.
They own us, Bill.
Does it get in your head?
I mean, the teams are different every year. There's so many trades and everything that it probably isn't. I don't think players care that much, honestly. Like it's more of a job.
You know what?
The fans
I get
care.
that.
The fans care
But
more
I
than
get. But it feels to me that they own us. Either that, or we're playing a game of possum, Bill. I don't know. Here's another thing I was thinking.
Playing possum.
So my wife and I, we watch the game. We're watching the series. We're really upset. Okay. And I thought to myself, here it is, the end of August. Okay. Maybe you want to get the losing out of your system right now. Okay. I mean, the fact that they can't hit the ball, pretty much. That's concerning, but I'm thinking maybe we get the losing out now, Bill, as opposed to going into.
This team's been so inconsistent.
Well,
the
last
whole
year we won the division, right? We go into the playoffs with like an 8-game lead, and then we collapse against them. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I'd rather be the chaser as the chasee.
Really, Dave? What would you rather be, the chasee or the chaser?
Oh, as a champion, I would rather be the chasee. But that's like it's like being Tom Brady versus being like somebody who could just take him out once. I'd rather be Tom Brady. I'd rather be Tom Brady.
Yeah,
of
I
course,
guess.
the pressure's not on you.
Well, listen. We already saw it last year, right? We were the chase in. We got smoked.
And Bob, you told me the wind was going to die. It's actually picked up. I mean, we got Nate's holding on to the.
I think the football did that.
Nate's holding on to the tent for dear life. I want to remind people that we're broadcasting live here at the Carey Stadium in Ocean City. It's our 97.3 ESPN and Locker Room special broadcast brought to you by Mark Grimes, Ocean City's #1 real estate agent. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call anytime, 609-425-2042, or go online at markgrimes.com. And, of course, all you got to do is drive your car throughout Ocean City, and you'll see Grimes signs hanging out at every other house on the block.
Yeah, he's always on his phone.
But
He's always doing
we're
deals.
riding our bike down the boardwalk today, and he's on his phone making deals while he's
He
riding
does.
his bike on the phone.
But he's accessible. He talks to everybody.
Talks to everybody.
You know,
He's accessible.
You want some information on the house? You call him up. He knows every inch of this island. And even if you're just sniffing it out, even so, maybe you're thinking about
Talk
it.
you into a sale.
And listen,
All right, ready, Bob? I liked how you incorporated Manco and Manco
You
Pizza.
like that, huh?
See what he was doing, Dave?
See how I did that?
Bobby's your ultimate salesman. All right, Manco
He's
and Manco.
good.
First,
Well, you look like the ultimate salesman, really.
the first and last name in pizza since 1956. They're located in Ocean City on the boardwalk at 8th, 9th, 12th Streets, Summers Point, and at Citizens Bank Park. You go to the ball game, you eat some Manco and Manco pizza, Bobby. All right, then, of course, Shriver's, Saltwater, Taffy, and Fudge. They were founded in 1898, way before you were born.
Well, you know what? I got a personal story with that real quick. My engagement party was on the rooftop.
Oh, no
Shriver.
way.
Yes, it was.
Oh, that's cool.
Shriver's is Ocean City's oldest business. Order by phone order by phone 1-877-668-2339 or go online at shrivers.com. And of course, famous Bob's Grill. They're celebrating 97 years serving breakfast and lunch on the Ocean City Boardwalk. Russ Hendricks is down there. He knows everybody. Summer memories are made at Bob's Grill. They're located at 1368 Boardwalk.
There's not a bad seat in the house there.
Yeah, you get the pole position. You see everybody ride by while you're eating your breakfast or lunch. Bob's Grill, OceanCity.com are our sponsors today. And sitting with us right here now is Fran McLaughlin, and we're going to bring Fran on right now. And Fran is the owner of the Pretzel Factory in Egg Harbor Township. How you doing, Fran?
Hey guys, good to see you. It's
All right.
been a little while. We took the
Fran?
summer off.
But you didn't take the summer off because you're a busy man.
Yeah, I'm between the pretzel factory, the trucking industry. We keep it moving. I'm looking forward to this Winslow game. I actually parked my truck up right by the high school up there.
Oh yeah.
And I remember talking last year. We got to the end of the season. We just had some football teams to play off. Not a lot going on. I said, I want to see his quarterback, Jalen Parker, for Winslow.
Yeah.
He was the, I think, New Jersey Offensive Player of the Year last year, 2,900 yards, 43 touchdowns.
The guy's a junior this year. He's a sophomore last year doing that.
Correct. I mean, they are a very, very talented team. So
5'10", 190.
He's not that big.
So
of a guy.
but the 190 solid, the 5'10", okay. But he must have a rocket for an arm because I'll tell you what, he passed for over 3,000 yards last year.
Yep.
Okay, and hey man, 43 TDs.
43.
He's got like 64 TDs in 2 seasons so far, 4,400 yards.
That's
and
amazing.
Going into his 3rd year. So if you're in the Ocean City area, you
you
catch
gotta
this
come down
game.
and see this.
You want to see this team play.
Something special for sure.
Well, yeah, and if you think that IMG is going to come play a team that they can just blow out like that, they have a lot of respect for this Winslow team.
Winsloow's got their work cut out for him.
Oh,
today.
absolutely.
They
I
really
think
do.
it's just at the line of scrimmage because
Look at these guys,
IMG,
Bill.
they're bringing
Look at
an
this.
entire team. They're all 5-star recruits on that line right there.
I mean, I got to tell you, they look double the size of Bergen Catholic or the other SEC.
So we're having Fran on here because Fran, in about a week, we're going to start up our high school athletes in the spotlight, sponsored by Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. And you did a great job last high school season, and we're going to continue it this year.
Yeah, thanks. I'm looking forward to doing it again. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of, watch a lot of great athletes, meet a lot of great athletes and coaches. Last year was the first year we did it at the store. We still have all the certificates and with the pictures.
Yeah, and I really like what you do. Bob, what he does? He takes pictures of the kids and puts their picture up on your
when they come get their pretzels.
Yeah, they get free. They get a $25 gift card.
A $10 gift card, and they get a free pretzel coupon for
there you
themselves and their team. So Yeah, we get a lot of kids that come in. We had a couple kids that autographed their picture.
Get out, really?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Did you give Dave Klemick a pretzel?
He actually sponsored our athlete of the week. You're the man, dude. By the way, just
So-
absolutely, Fran McLaughlin's the
Fran
man.
McLaughlin will be back in the locker room every Saturday throughout the high school year, and we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it again.
And of course, we're sitting here, all four of us here watching the game. Of course, and we gotta send a shout out to Nate Holleran. He's doing
Yeoman-like work.
He's doing double duty. He's holding on for dear life to our tent because it's gonna blow away. The wind has really picked up. Bob, you told me the wind was gonna die, but you
Well,
don't
I
know
didn't say it was going to die. I said it was going to slow down a little
Should I
bit.
drop the gloves with him there,
Yes.
Dave, or what?
Yeah, watch out a sucker punch, man, when I'm not looking.
All right. The IMG team is warming up right in front of us.
Bill, look at number
These
70.
guys,
Look at 71.
this-
Bill, look at this kid.
Come
He
on
looks
down. It's like
he's
a college. This is like a
320.
college game right here.
Holy smokes. This is fun, though, I got to tell you.
Let me get the. I'm going to tell you the schedule for IMG, guys. This is something else.
Yeah, let me hear that.
All right. Here's their national schedule. They already played week 0. They played their first game. They played their first game on August 14th at First Academy in Florida. Then they played at Hoover August 22nd. Today they're playing here in Ocean City against Winslow Township. Then they got a bye. Then they play Coronado in Nevada. Then they play Mandarin in Florida on the 19th of September. At Central in Alabama, right?
Wow.
The 26th, Venice, Florida on October 3rd. They get another bye. Then they play the NFL Academy. And I guess that's
Where's that? UK? What?
Kentucky, right? Is that Kentucky?
No, that's UK. What's that, the
So then I don't,
United Kingdom? Is that what that is?
I don't know.
I never heard of it.
Never heard of it either. East St. Louis.
They were just here
They were
today.
just here. They'll play them on October 25th. The Hun School in New Jersey. Okay, that's November 1st, and then St. Francis of Maryland, which is one of their big powerhouses in Maryland.
I wonder if these guys have a playoff season too, because they're getting it over.
Yeah, I would imagine.
November 7th is kind of early.
Yeah, so there's probably looking forward to the playoffs. We got a program here in front of us, and like I said, if you're in the area, come on down. It's a big crowd, but I think there's seats and tickets available.
Oh yeah.
All right.
If you want to talk schedule, Billy, I mean, after Winslow plays IMG tonight in week 2, they go against Bergen Catholic, the team we just saw. So I mean, they're stacked early. I mean, if they're going to be in the national picture, they're definitely one of the top teams in Jersey.
You know the video camera's been going strong, Dave, with the scouting right here, right?
Yeah, I mean, last year at this IMG game, Bill Belichick was scouting.
Yes,
for
he was.
University of
Yes, he
North
was.
He I don't know if he had took the job yet, but
don't
he
think
was
he
already
did.
scouting
No,
people.
I don't think he did,
And then he
yeah.
took the job after that. But he's at University of North Carolina. And what do you think he's going to do that program? I just want to bring that up.
Well, I would imagine, you know, I mean, the guy obviously has a record. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't argue with his record.
Does he have the temperament to be a college coach?
Well, I think he
I think
does,
he's the
Bill.
perfect
think, Dave?
temperament.
Huh?
Yeah. He's the one NFL coach that had some kind of like college coach mentality the whole time.
Okay.
Like he had something over their players, which was, do you want to win a Super Bowl? Because I can't pay you, but I can get you a Super Bowl. And then you
Right.
have people paying for less money.
Right.
Like that now now it's different with all the NIL. Oh my gosh, it's different. But you know,
Wasn't
he's
Bill
got
with
that.
Belichick? Did he coach Army too or something?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was
His
his
dad.
dad. His dad.
So I mean, the guy built it.
No, he was
Naval
in
Academy.
Naval
Navy.
Academy.
So he comes from, you know, he has college experience, kind of, you know, whether it's his father or whatever. I mean, he's, you know, so I think it'll bode well for him, you know.
And I was just down at Naval Academy
you
lecturing
were.
the past 2 days, and his father is buried right there in the.
Dave,
No
talk,
way.
Dave, talk about that to us. Klemick Performance Method was down at the Naval Academy, training the cadets. Okay?
No, the midshipmen.
The midshipmen.
Yeah, we
What were you
were
doing?
down there for 2 days, lecture on the first day and do a clinic the next. And it's pretty cool. They were just going over all of the findings that we had, sports performance-wise, and kind of like what we do is this novelty thing, which at this point now I could say that we're the leaders in the country at it.
Well, that's awesome, Dave.
And we're right here in your backyard, so I'm
Take
I'm
advantage.
And you
not to
sponsor
pat
a
myself on the back.
locker room.
Well, guess what? I know the Godfrey boys go over there, right?
Yeah, Godfrey boys. I had your
my
son,
boy
Cody.
he went through 2 years of that. Yeah.
All right. 97.3 ESPN's and the Locker Room's live special broadcast will continue. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to 97.3 ESPN and the Locker Rooms special broadcast from Cary Stadium in Ocean City at the Battle of the Beach. And we're here with, I'm Billy Schweim, along with my twin brother Bobby Schweim, Dave Klemick, Fran McLaughlin from the Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Of course, Nate Holleran is producing here. We just had to take the tent down because we're getting blown all over the place. Bob, we're looking at the some of the coaches that have been inducted to the Hall of Fame here, and of course they had their ceremony at halftime. We interviewed Mike Sheridan.
Right.
But,
well, you know what this known? It's Glenn Howard. We played against him.
We played against him.
He went to went to Paulsboro, went to Minnesota. So I remember I was a sophomore. He caught a pass coming over the middle.
He ran me
over.
Ran
right by me.
Yeah.
I couldn't even. I mean, literally, one step and he was behind me.
He ran me over, Dave. I got hit so hard, my helmet was on the side of my head.
Your brother?
No, Glenn Howard.
Oh, so he's in the coaching Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's in the coaching Hall of Fame. And then
he
also
played there and coached there.
Here's some other names. Larry Ginsburg. We played against him, right?
Cherry Hill.
Eastern Woodbury, right?
Woodbury.
Paul Sacco, legend.
Yep,
Tony Cerise, legend.
Jim Horner from Haddon Heights, Cherokee, and Haddonfield.
Yeah, he was that was in the big name right
John
there.
Boyd, legend.
Legend from Atlantic City. How about this one, Dave? Now, you ready? Just a little history, okay?
Okay, give it to him, Bill.
Little Skeets Irvine. You ever heard of Brooks Irvine?
Yeah.
My father played for Skeets Irvine, 1938. Collinsville
Well,
High School.
that?
He coached for like 30 years.
Yeah.
My coach, Bob Coffey, my head
Coffey's
coach.
Wow, he's on there.
Hall of Fame. I'm just going there. Coach, I'm sorry. I saw him today, actually, pass me on the street. And he should be here right now.
Joe Corby, Bob, we played against him in the Group 3 championship.
Lost to them.
We lost to them, Deptford.
That was before they had the state championships.
Yeah.
You know, we made it to the Group 3 final.
South
Jersey.
Yeah. And Dave, I don't like to toot my brother's horn, but he was all Colonial Conference, and he was second team all Group 3.
Yeah, defensive
All right,
back.
You know what I mean?
What about?
I was a junior too. That was my junior.
He's blowing that right off.
Hey, Dave. That
Sorry,
was my.
I'm still looking at all the.
Well, he played in the NFL. Excuse me.
I'm so sorry. I'm looking at Pete Lancetta, of course. He's here today, and also look at Clyde Folsom. He just coached Mainland these past couple years as assistant coach to Chuck Smith.
So
Chuck will be a future Hall of Famer.
So some great coaches, a lot of history. This is a great event. Now, Fran, you get here. Give Fran. The mic's not hooked up. Well, we'll get Fran hooked up here in a second. The history here is great. They're building on something, Bobby.
Well, I got to tell you, Billy, this event is it's in its infancy stage. But I'll tell you what, each year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I would say that to a man, you need to come if you like high school football.
You got to come down.
You got to come down and check this out. This is the place to be.
Fred, this is a great way to kick off the football season. It's week 0, Battle at the Beach.
Oh, absolutely. I know people to come down. I mean, I think LaSalle High School from Philadelphia, always a great program.
St. Joe's Prep played here last year.
Right. IMG, we came down to that game. So it's a great weekend, great weather, and it's great high school.
You know what else they also do here? Villanova practices here.
Yeah, they do.
They come down here like sometime in August, and they have like a 2 or 3 day event down here where they practice on the Cary Field here, which is, I mean, you watch. It's just an event to come watch them practice.
Of course, you have state champions that have won, like Bergen Catholic won the non-public Group A. Winslow Township won the Group 4 last year. So we got some state championship champions that are here too.
Yeah, my alma mater, Archbishop Wood, when they had their heyday of state championship runs, they played a couple games down here. So, yeah, they always attract some top talent down here.
All right, let's talk about the Winslow team. You got some homework there that Bobby did.
Yeah, I got a little.
Talk to us a little bit about Winslow.
I got a lot of this information from Sammy. Yeah,
Rossetti.
Sam
Rossetti
was the he was the
coach at Hamilton.
He coached, but he also did Woodrow Wilson, which is now Camden East.
He coached Mike Rozier.
Yeah.
Mike Rozier, of course, a Heisman Trophy winner.
Friend of the locker room, right, Bill?
That's right.
We've known him for a while, but
Mike Rozier, Nebraska. I ran into him up at a restaurant up in Williamstown.
he's a man about town.
Yeah, he's up there. Of course, we got my daughter. She's here doing her jumps in front of all the football players. But other than the win, now I guess if you're kicking towards the ocean, you're gonna have a problem. If this game comes down to a field goal.
Well, let's talk about the passing game because it seems to me this Julian Parker. His numbers are incredible. We kind of touched on him a little earlier, but with the wind here, how effective is this going to be when the wind?
I was watching the IMG guys warm up, the two quarterbacks, and when they were throwing, from the end zone, the east end zone, with the wind, they're like lasers coming out of their hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
throwing the other way.
Yeah.
Looked like a bunch of knuckleballs. Phil Necro was back in style, so it's going to be. They're going to be able to throw when they have the wind at the back.
Speaking of knuckleballs, I just can't get the sweep out of my head, Bob. I just can't get the Philly sweep out of my head. I get the Braves tonight. but
you know what? Listen, man. You know what?
There were people that said that the Phillies had this all wrapped up.
But didn't you have that
South
guy?
Jersey, it's Mike McGarry's fault.
Yeah, Mike McGarry. He jinxed
Well,
us.
didn't you have him on the radio to give him a hard time?
Yeah, he
What
did.
did he say to that when he challenged him? When you challenged him, what did he
stood
say?
by it. He said the Phillies are still going to win the division. They're up by 4 games, but they
Well,
still
Bill,
got,
I just hope they get the bad play out of their system right now.
they got Milwaukee
We
coming
still got
up.
30 games left, right?
They got 28, I think, 27.
All right, well,
but they got
somewhere in that
Milwaukee coming up. They got the Braves. The Braves are playing a lot better. They got Chris Sale coming back. They're getting healthy.
Here comes the big IMG captains coming up first. Look at these guys. Look at 71. He's a monster.
But I just when you said knuckleball, I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, but look at what the Mets did last night. They throw a pitcher that they brought up, a young guy.
And we couldn't hit him.
Guy pitched
Right.
well.
Why can't we bring Andrew Painter up?
You know what? Let me tell you
Maybe
something.
he'll get some juice by coming up
Let me
here.
tell you about Andrew Painter. And I'll tell you what, I was right about Embiid in the start, okay? Andrew Painter had Tommy John surgery, okay? That's not always the answer to your prayers. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be.
There's a lot of pitchers that have had
I
come
get
back and
it. Some
successful
guys elect to
careers.
do it when they don't even have Tommy John and they elected to have it. I know.
Well, you know why? Because Bobby knows Tommy Finnegan, who's had 2 now.
and it didn't work.
Right.
And it didn't work.
But
and he
for
was
everyone,
a Division I pitcher.
For everyone you name that didn't work, I can name one that did.
Okay, but let's talk about this guy. Bill, if you ask me, this guy was doing well and all of a sudden he regressed. Something's wrong, okay?
But he's still throwing hard. He still has the stuff.
He still has a velocity.
And maybe he's regressed because he was earmarked to be up here, and
maybe-
then he got hurt. Then he was earmarked to be up here in the middle of July. And
they
they
set him
didn't
back.
bring him up. So maybe he's bored. Maybe he's not focused. Maybe.
man,
that could be true, man.
Bored?
Well,
I'm not
maybe-
saying bored.
No,
but
not
there seems to be a
focused.
lack of focus.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree with that.
that would be
Fran,
great.
I like that philosophy. Yeah, Bob, I like
So
that.
what do you think the holdup is? Why did they bring him up here and find out? So they brought up that kid.
There was no place for him.
Who was that? Who was that kid that they brought up not too long ago? They traded him to the Twins. Abel.
Abel.
Well, why? Why did they bring him up for?
So
what?
guys, a
They got
couple
Crawford
things.
down
Hold
there.
on, Josh is chiming in.
Couple things really quick. One, so Painter has been experimenting with the slider all summer, and he's had a lot of control issues with his off-speed pitches. Apparently, he's not getting enough snap on the ball as his arm isn't building up. They thought he was going to be more ahead than he was. That's why they put out a false timeline. Now they're backing off it. They called up Mick Abel back in May because Mick Abel was the only major league ready guy at the minor league level. So at the end of the day, why would you want to call up a guy in Painter who's not really ready to be at the major league level?
Oh, look.
You wouldn't. You would. That's what I say. If he's
I
not
think
ready,
there's-
you wouldn't.
but first
want
off,
to
there's a log jam at pitcher. The Phillies got a great starting pitching staff.
Well,
I mean, I know they do well against the Mets, but they do by one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. And you got to remember too. I think Josh. I don't know if you mentioned this, or maybe Mike, or even Mike McGarry might have said it. You know, we don't watch. Like I don't watch like a lot of other teams. I watch the Phillies, and we sit and complain about the Phillies, but all the other teams are not in much better shape than we're one of the better teams in baseball. That being said, we don't get a chance to watch like the Colorado Rockies against the Reds.
But we get to watch the Mets, okay? And we get to watch the Braves.
All right, we're 4 games up on the Mets.
We were 7, okay? We were 7. Now we're 4, okay? Bottom line is, it seems to me that the Mets own us right now.
They do own us,
and that's the scary part right there.
10 straight up there.
10 straight.
That's
We've never
horrible.
lost that.
I mean, they didn't even face really top talent pitching up there, and we couldn't even manufacture. You know, getting waxed like that 13 runs the other night was unacceptable if you ask me. But I don't know, Josh. You know, I know. You're more into the numbers guy. I'm more of an emotion kind of guy.
Bobby always loves to put this narrative out there like some geek who sits in a basement who doesn't ever watch a game in my life.
You want to draft my fantasy football team tonight at 8 or what?
We did ours last night, right, Josh?
Bobby thinks just because I actually do research and he just shows up for this show means I'm a guy who sits in a basement.
Well, listen,
Give
man.
it to him, Josh.
Listen, there's two sides to the coin, right, Josh? There's your side and there's my side.
Now there's
And,
three
you know,
sides. There's a truth that lies in the middle, and Dave will
Well,
tell you.
that's-
Dave will tell you for me if he's actually paying attention, not
No, he's
talking
not.
to somebody.
He's looking at.
When we
he's
talk
take-
baseball,
he's
he's got
taking
his feet
pictures. Yeah, he's got his feet up right now.
He went to get a pretzel
A Philly pretzel.
up on the boardwalk.
All right, IMG just made their way onto the field. We're waiting for Winslow Township to get
Well,
out
they
here.
did. They just
No, they're out
did the
there.
coin
Okay.
toss. They already did the
There
coin
they go.
toss.
So the game is going to start momentarily, and we got my daughter jumping around
Let's
doing
see.
flips in front of us before this game starts. The wind is really howling, but they could have an effect on the game. But we're broadcasting live here from Carey Stadium in Ocean City for the Battle at the Beach. We're watching IMG Academy against Winslow. It's going to be a great game. If you're in the area, come on down, get yourself a ticket, watch a great high school football game. Billy Schweim with you, Bobby Schweim, Dave Klemick, and Fran McLaughlin. We're broadcasting live right here on 97.3 ESPN and the free ESPN mobile app. All right, welcome back. We're broadcasting live from the Carey Stadium here in Ocean City for the Battle of the Beach. Billy Schweim here with my brother Bobby Schweim, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Clemick, Mainland product, and of course Fran McLaughlin from the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. And we are here getting ready for the IMG game. It's underway. There's about 11:07 left in the first. IMG is up 7-0.
They took that ball right down the
Right
field
down
in the
the
first
field.
drive, Bill.
And right now, we'd like to welcome into the locker room here. He covers football for South Jersey. He was with the Courier Post. Now he's with Glory Days. Let's welcome in Mark Treble. Good afternoon. Good evening, Mark. How are you doing?
Hey, Billy. I'm doing great, man. Beautiful weather. Happy to be here. Thanks
Little
for having me
windy.
on. Little bit, yeah. A little bit.
We had to take our tent down.
Yeah, that thing would have definitely caught. I could see that going across the end zone here. That would have been bad.
Mark, this is a great way to kick off the beginning of the 2025 high school football season.
Absolutely, man. It's an event that really puts South Jersey on the map, not only in New Jersey, but now nationwide. It's been on TV for a while here. Great teams, great event, and
I know,
trying to
right?
do my best to stay out of the wind here. It's not airing again, but yeah, man, it's really a great.
Now,
event.
why is that? Do we know why it didn't air this year as opposed to like last year?
No, I meant Hurricane Aaron.
Oh.
Hurricane Aaron's not coming back for a second round.
No, I was wondering why it wasn't
Hey,
on
Mark,
TV.
you've been associated with football for a long time.
Yes,
you give
sir.
out the hat. I see you got your hat in your hand. Talk
Yeah.
to us how that happened.
Well, Billy, it happened. It's funny you should ask, man. You're not the first. Years ago, I bought it as a gag. I went as Bear Bryant on Halloween.
Okay.
And I was at a Halloween party, and everybody who came up to me said, "You're a reporter," and I said, "Yeah." And I thought, well, but I am a reporter as my day job. I'm actually as Bear Bryant. I'm dressed as Bear Bryant. So as soon as that happened, I knew I could realize people affiliated the hat with reporting. I said, I'll wear it to games. People come up to me with tips or talk to me and want to know what's going on or tell me what's going on. So it worked. And then eventually when I came to Jersey, I realized the MVP of the game should wear the hat. We'll take the picture. It's been 10 years now. I've been doing
Wow,
that this year.
it's amazing. I've seen it on publications and on the.
Well, that's great. That's a great story.
Isn't that a great
That's a
story?
great story.
And you stand there, you get the guys get a picture with you in the hat.
Yeah, they do. We've had some great players. Now these guys, some of them are in the NFL, and then there's also guys who are just like regular high school players who happen to jump on the fumble or kick the extra point, and they're in the same club with the Jonathan Taylors of the world and the Bayshaw Teutons now with Jacksonville. Just it's a great thing. I'm so happy we
Mark,
came up with it.
like high school football has changed so much
It
over
has,
the years.
yeah.
I mean, we're looking at these guys. These guys, like we're looking at IMG and Winslow Township. Looks like two college teams out there.
Yeah, it's true, Billy, and the skill set. I mean, the ability now passing the ball. It used to be if you threw the ball 15 times, that was pretty. You were down by a lot.
Right.
And now they're throwing it 25, 30
Well,
times.
we got a stat here from
It's
last year with this with the Winslow team, this Julian Parker, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Last year passed for 3,000 yards. He had 43 TDs.
43 touchdowns.
171 for 263, 65 percentage in attempts, the completion percentage. He's dual threat. He runs good. He's 5'10". Look at him right there.
Yeah.
He doesn't even look that big right now, and he's 5'10". So and he's 190. So compared to the other guys, look at him. I mean, but the guy just threw a bullet right. He's got
Against
a strong.
the wind.
He has a strong arm. This guy's phenomenal. And the running back, number 21, he's going to Penn State. This kid's a junior, the quarterback, right? By the way, he's not even a senior.
Yeah, he's been great from the beginning. He really has. He's an excellent passer and very cool, calm, collected guy you want as the leader of your team back there. Just very level. He has been since day one when he was a freshman. That's the other thing. You see kids ready to play as freshmen now and sophomores as opposed to before where they had JV and all that.
We're talking with Mark Treble. He's with the Glory Days. Worked for Sully. You're gonna love this story. I gotta tell it. So my brother Bobby and I were watching Ocean City play Cherry Hill West in baseball. My brother's son plays with the team. This last baseball last spring, and we're sitting there with Milt Thompson, former Philly, and your buddy Dave Sully. One of the Ocean City kids went to his left, the center fielder.
He was on a run,
He was
catching
on the
a fly
run.
ball.
He didn't have to dive, but he went up to get it, and it popped out of his glove. He went up one-handed. So we said, Bobby and I, our first reaction was, got to go up with 2 hands. And Sully,
Even Milton
and
Thompson.
Milton Thompson said, and Sully's arguing with him. No, you don't.
We're like, who would you believe, Milt Thompson or Sully?
Yeah, right. That is
So when you
good.
go back,
We
when
like
you,
to
when
give
you
him our
see
time.
Sully, you
Look at
better
his start. Look at his pass.
right
Look
on
at
the
that catch.
money.
Pass,
Into
yeah.
the wind. That is unbelievable, man.
Dave,
Excellent play.
Did you see that?
Dave, talk about that. That
Look at, did you see that into the wind
Yeah,
pass
that was
into the
a
wind?
beautiful fade route that he just led him to the sideline, caught it over his shoulder. That was gorgeous. Love that. Love that play. That was
smokes.
great. Now they're in scoring position against IMG. If this team gets some confidence, they play together. They play together year round. They live together. They live in the same town. This team's going to play with a ton of pride.
Dave, that's a timing. That's a timing
that
pass,
was
though, right?
beautiful pass.
On the outside shoulder,
Into-
back
22
shoulder.
and 2 from
Into
the
the wind,
sideline.
Dave? That's
Into the
crazy.
wind. The sweet spot in that defense is 22 and 2, 22 yards downfield, 2 from the sideline. It's uncoverable if you can throw it perfectly.
Hey, look, we talked about this kid's stats. I mean, he's
There's
living
another
up.
pass.
Look at this.
Corner of the end zone.
He's out. I think he's out of
Oh,
bounds.
he was out of bounds.
But look at that pass.
Tight spiral. Mark, these kids, they're just so much more talent than what I remember when I played. Bobby and I graduated college with a class of 80.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I
one
mean,
of our coaches here just made the Hall of
Mike
Fame.
Sheridan.
Mike Sheridan, great guy. Yeah, it is so much different, but you know what? I mean, the passing game and the passing academies and kids specializing in sports. I mean, these kids are doing this year round.
Year round.
They're doing 7-on-7s in the spring and in the summer, and then in the winter they're working out inside. I mean, they really have.
Hey, Mark, did you ever
changed
give
it.
Dave a hat? Did Dave
I
Clement
did,
get a hat
no.
from Mainland? Did he
No,
give
he
it?
didn't.
He went on to play for Northeastern and then the Kansas City Chiefs. He never got a
I
hat?
did not get a hat.
I-
That might have
I'm
been
a lot
before
older
me.
than him.
That might have been before me.
He's only been
No,
doing it for 10
Dude, I've
years.
been out for a long time. I grabbed Mark at the beginning of the day. I grabbed him earlier. I just had to introduce myself. I'm like, dude, you're the greatest thing to happen to South Jersey sports. He is so good at what he does. And if you watch his YouTube show, which I do, and I sit there and go, man, this guy knows everything about every team. It's so accurate. You do. I mean, I'm so glad you came on here. It's so admire what you've done. You make South Jersey sports look like it's the NFL. I love
And you make it fun,
Yeah,
Mark.
man.
I mean, you make it fun for the kids. You know, they want to. We're down here with the ESPN tent and their thing, and that kind of adds a little bit
Yeah,
to it. But when
definitely.
you get there and present the hat, the Bear Bryant hat, that's
You know who we had back in the day? And I don't know if you're old enough to remember. We had One Ad Willie.
One had
Oh,
Willie.
that's right.
Remember
yeah.
that
Remember
guy?
him?
Yeah.
One had Willie. He used to make the
Yeah,
predictions.
Walt Burrows.
Like Collingswood
Walt
by
Burrows,
7.
Yeah, in the Courier Post. I tell you what, man, it's a labor of love, and when you sit here, it's a close game, and it comes down to the end, and you think about like the kids and all they've put into it.
Yeah.
And I get nervous, I get anxious. I'm invested as well. So it's a labor of love, and I wouldn't rather be anywhere else on a Friday night than high school football.
And Mark, I got to tell you, I'm looking at this Winslow team. I was kind of concerned. That the IMG team was going to run away with this, but it's a close game. It's 7-0.
Yeah, Winslow could pass it on almost anybody. They've just proven that right here. You worry about the size up front if they wear down, defensively.
Yeah.
But offensively, they're going to be able to move the ball against anybody in the state. There's no question. And IMG, even beyond, they're showing they're worth their while.
So let me
here.
ask you this. So they got the IMG Academy today.
Yep.
This Highland Regional. Can you talk to us about Highland Regional?
Yeah, I think
So-
Highland's a team that is still in a rebuilding phase. I would think Winslow will probably be able to handle that game. But then the next week,
Well,
Bergen Catholic at home, who we just saw Bergen Catholic.
right,
So,
right. Oh, plenty of film on them.
yeah, absolutely. They saw him right up close, and I'm sure Bergen's here scouting this game as well. But
perfect opportunity for them. And then they got the St. Augustine's Prep, basically. Oh, well, stand by with that wind. Oh, there we go.
Into the flat.
Oh,
He's going to go all the way.
yeah,
look at this. Gee,
great
man,
play by
that's a shame.
IMG there.
That's a
Great
shame.
defense.
So this.
Guess I spoke too soon.
St. Augustine Prep isn't the I don't. Do they recruit like they used to? I don't. It seems to me they've kind of lost a step to St. Augustine's Prep.
Well, I don't know. I think they're going to be very powerful this year. They're very big up front on
they?
both sides of the ball. They'll be able to run the ball. Pete Lancetti, they're going to play great defense. So I think St. Augustine will be right there at the end of the year at the top
What
of
about
South
Millville?
Jersey.
What about Millville?
They'll be in the mix as well. Bert
still got
Ayala, they
talent
do a
coming
good
back
job.
from
Yeah, they had a good year
absolutely.
last year.
But they lost a lot of players to the college ranks.
Yeah, they lost Latsier Brooks, who's been their star for 4 years. But, they've always found a way to find somebody who makes some big plays. Defensively, they'll be terrific as well.
Camden.
Camden will be very good
Camden's
also.
always good.
Yeah. They'll be very good.
East Side, they're another can. That's the old Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah.
East Side.
East Side.
East Side's in a rebuilding phase, I think. Last year is not up to their expectations. I think they maybe won one game, but I've heard good things out of camp and they're youngsters, so we'll see where they are in the middle of the year.
Let's talk about Dave's alma mater,
Mainland Regional.
Where do they stand? Where do they stand this year?
Hey, man, you got a team that was really, yeah.
What do you say?
Be nice.
I mean, look, they were a whisker away from a state championship last year, and that would have been back-to-back. I like what they have. Johnny Franchini at quarterback has been starting for 3 years.
That's crazy, huh?
I love Jake Blum. I think he's a great player, and you know, they've proven in that division they can play with anybody. They play the best of the best. So in the postseason, they're ready to go.
And his past experiences bringing him so much further.
Yeah.
Even with like a diminished line, I don't know what their line looks like. They run the Delaware wing T, if I'm not mistaken.
You ran that right in high school, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And we test all these teams. I go out and test everyone and get their athletic data.
Yeah.
And Mainland is as good athletically as any team
Is
you'll
that
ever.
right? Is that right?
Yeah. Washington Township was also very good. Cedar Creek was very good. The Prep very good. But Mainland is top notch, as fast and can jump with anybody.
And the last one on the list for Winslow would be Cherokee.
And they're always tough.
Well, the thing with Cherokee, that game's on the road, and anyone will tell you winning at the bowl in Cherokee is a tough thing to do. So you never know by the end of the year what teams look like, but it's an imposing place to play.
Have you ever been there at the bowl?
No, I've not.
So I was there. I was there once. It's intimidating.
Is it intimidating?
Yeah, it is.
Mark, Bobby and I played at Collingswood High School, like I mentioned earlier, and our stadium was knocked down. That was a historic stadium. There were a lot of people who were very upset about that, including us. We played to a capacity crowd there, and there was nothing like playing in front of like 5,000-6,000 people, especially as a high school kid.
You had to have the lanyard to get on the field and the coaches and whatnot.
It was a great old stadium, man. I was fortunate enough to go there before it had been taken down. So that was.
My father played for Skeets Irvine. He's one of the coaches.
Really?
Yeah, the skirt.
Oh, how about that?
My dad played class of '38.
Oh,
for Skeets Irvine. And matter of fact, Bobby, remember my brother Bobby and I had one of our best games against Haddon Township.
We were both undefeated, 5-0 going into
the game.
Haddon Township, and
I intercepted a ball, took it
70 yards.
70 yards.
Got caught by.
That's who I got caught by. Steve Flacco. Joe Flacco's dad.
On the 1 yard line.
I was getting ready to hot dog it, running in, and Joe Flacco drilled me from behind. He came out of nowhere. Joe Flacco got me. Bobby ended up catching the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah.
I recovered a fumble, and then another interception.
I got picked off, man.
Just like that.
Well, the last
14
one was
there's a flag.
The last one was a fumble. That wasn't an.
So anyway, Mark, and then after the game, we were getting interviewed, and the headline in the paper the next day was "Spirit of Irvine sparks Kyle's to a major win," and our coaching staff didn't like that too much.
They didn't like that too much. We had nothing. They called us on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, it was the Bulletin of the Inquirer. We were athletes
Billy
of the
and
week.
I they asked us about it. My father played for Skeets Irvine, and they were asking us the question.
I think we were crying on the phone.
Yeah, and they made a big to-do about it, and we got.
But Mark, Collingswood has a big tradition of football. I mean, Coach Michael McEwen, he helps run the whole thing.
He does.
He does a great job.
I
don't know if he's here tonight. We were trying to get him on. Have you seen Mike?
Yeah, I'll track him down.
I'll
bring Mike over here.
But Mike McEwen is the coach there, and Collingswood, was once a proud football school.
Yeah.
But things change, and you got schools like IMG,
Winslow,
Bergen County. These guys, did they recruit, Mark?
I mean, to a certain degree, I think that would be fair to say in terms of IMG or Bergen, for sure. I don't think, I can't say who recruits and who doesn't in the public atmosphere, but in the private.
Well, I'll tell you what, I will. I got it right here. This Quad Hendricks, he's from Burlington Township. So he came in, wide receiver.
And he's playing at Winslow?
Some of these names are tough to.
Matthews?
Matthews, he's from Haddon Heights.
Oh, is that right?
He came in 19 sacks.
You know who else went to Haddon Heights, Mark?
Son Reddick.
Son Reddick.
And you got another. You got this guy. I guess they're twin brothers here. I don't know. The Matthews. Okay. They're both from Haddon Heights. You got this Eric Worley from Timber Creek. So they go outside of their district to get some players here.
Yeah, it's hard to tell too how players or families or whatever are attracted to programs. You never know if they move somewhere, if they If they say, well, my son's a receiver and they want to pass the ball, maybe we'll go over there and play.
Right.
So, you never really know. But I will say things are a lot different now than they were 5 years ago or 10 years ago.
Well,
or
Ocean
20
City
years
is a choice school, so kids can. Yeah. We have on Ocean City's roster, we have 5 or 6 guys from Egg Harbor Township. We have them from, so they're come over from. Yeah. In fact, we had one of our top baseball players lived right next to the Mainland High School. Travis, so I'm like,
yeah, it's a neat thing that they do now. But Mark, and speaking of players too, Mark, give us like 3 players to watch right now in the South Jersey this year. Who's some cool?
That is a great question. I would say, just
obviously
looking
Parker
at
guy.
Winslow here, yeah. Parker definitely. I think Nakir Helton, his receiver, should be very good as well. Donovan Linthicum of Oakcrest, middle linebacker, I like a lot. I'll tell you what, I think 2 teams I would look out for if you're in the South Jersey area, which, of course, everybody listening is. In Group 5, Washington Township and Rancocas Valley.
Wow.
Savion Adams at quarterback at Rancocas Valley, dual threat, does it all, great player. And then on Washington Township, great quarterback in Colaquino, but also Paris Pratt at receiver. And they have Gabe Palaganis up at defensive tackle. He's one of the best in South Jersey. So 2 teams, they'll play in the regular season, could also be a collision course in the playoffs. But there's a couple names on those 2 teams.
We didn't have it. We didn't have a Group 5 or.
We didn't have Group 5 back then. We just had the 4.
We just
had
4. 1 through 4. I guess. I don't know what the enrollment
Game's
has
passing you by, Bob.
What's the enrollment have to be on do you have any idea?
I'm not sure what it is. I wouldn't have any idea, but I know I think in football it's good. I think you probably need 4. Some sports only have 4 groups still,
yeah.
And I think that's good
too.
Okay,
I got you.
But football, with the size of the rosters that you need, I think some of these Group 1 teams, they might only have 25 kids, and it should be Group 1. So
all right, Bear Bryant,
a.k.a.
right. Mark Trouble.
Hats off to you, Billy.
Can we just call you the Hat?
You got it, man. Many do. Please
Mark,
call me that.
We really appreciate you taking time, spending with us, and enlightening us on high school football. And I look forward to some of your work at Glory Days Magazine.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
Tell Sully we said hi.
Yeah, tell Sully we said hi.
Love Sully.
All right, 97.3 ESPN and the Locker Room's special broadcast is brought to you by Mark Grimes. Mark Grimes, he's Ocean City's #1 real estate agent. Call Mark Grimes. He's your agent at the beach. Give him a call at 609-425-2042 or go online at Mark Grimes. And, of course, like I told my brother, you ride into Ocean City, and all you do is see Mark Grimes signs all over Ocean City. So he definitely is your agent at the beach. And then world-famous Manco and Manco Pizza, the first and last name in pizza since 1956. I used to work there. Remember that, Bobby? I worked at Manco and Manco. They're located in Ocean City on the boardwalk at 8th, 9th, and 12th Streets, Summers Point, and at Citizens Bank Park.
Can't beat that.
We gotta get Clemick some gluten-free pizza. Right? Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge, founded in 1898. Maybe that was a.
What are you trying to say, bro?
I was gonna laugh, but maybe Skeets Irvine got some fudge. Shriver's is Ocean City's oldest business. Order by phone 1-877-668-2339 or go online at shrivers.com. And by famous Bob Grill. They're celebrating 97 years serving breakfast and lunch on the boardwalk at Ocean City. Summer memories are made at Bob's Grill. They're located at 1368 Boardwalk, or go online at bobsgrilloceancity.com.
You know Bob's he's 98.
Yeah, he's 98.
Doing well, man.
Right.
He's still in the store. Yeah,
right.
Still in there.
When we return, we'll continue with more here as we're broadcasting live from Ocean City High School football field. We'll be back right after this. All right, we're back at the Carey Stadium in Ocean City, New Jersey. We're watching IMG in Winslow Township. The last game of the night for Battle of the Beach, and Bobby, the
21-0 IMG over Winslow.
The sun is setting. Dave Klemick, Bobby Schweim over the Golden Dome here in Ocean City, and it's IMG's having their way with Winslow Township.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, this quarterback, this Parker guy, Bill, I'm telling you, his arm is very impressive, even though, he's had a couple of miscues with it. But, obviously they're on the same talent level. I mean, they're up there. They belong to be on the field.
No, well, the thing with any type of private school, you're always going to have huge lines, and they're not going to be able to. Their skill guys could match up.
Right.
The skill guys. As a public school in New Jersey, it's impressive that they're here.
It's the big
but
guys.
the big guys are going to the private schools. They're going to the Bergens and all that stuff. You can't teach size. That's the one thing you can't teach.
All right, so that ball was just kicked to the east side of the stadium
with a tailwind.
And with a tailwind, and it just went out of the end zone.
Yeah. It's hard
and
going
it's tough. We got an update. It's Phillies are 5-3 against the Braves, and Kepler just hit a shot to put the Phillies up. And if they can come back and get
who's
a
on
win
the hill?
again,
Who's on the hill
for the Phillies? Josh, who's on the hill for the Phils?
Nola.
Aaron Nola.
Nola, he's given up 3 runs already.
That's all right.
Ugh.
Aaron Nola, he pitched really well those last time out. I think he went 6 or 7 innings. And they're up 5-3 in the bottom, but it's the bottom of the second, and he's already given up 3 runs.
See, what do you think about that, Bill?
No, I'm not happy about that.
Great pitching staff. They said we have the best pitching staff in the league.
One of the best pitching staffs,
really?
Starting pitching staffs in the
Taiwan
league.
Walker, Nola,
one of the best pitching staffs in the league.
I don't know about
What
that.
do you say about that, Josh?
I think we did, but I don't think we do. Didn't do. 2 different things.
Josh, you want to comment on that?
I think once you lost Wheeler, you lost the best starting staff in baseball.
Hey, Josh, let me throw this at you. Since Wheeler went down, you think that might have taken the wind out of their sails? They kind of might have felt sorry for themselves a little bit, maybe, or you think that affected their play? I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, what was weird, guys, is that once Wheeler went down, then the offense suddenly woke up for a week. It was like all the offensive players realized they had to start hitting, and now it's like the teams kind of like come back down to earth, and now they're their usual hit or miss, hit a home run or strike out offense.
And, Dave, when you lose a big time player like Zach Wheeler, like the Phillies lost Zach Wheeler, and everybody knows, like we're all the same. You start looking over your shoulder, like what now, right?
Yeah, or you rally. Sometimes you rally around when you're missing your guy, when you're missing.
Well,
your
remember the
dude.
Eagles in 2017-18, they had that dog mentality, right?
Yeah.
Next guy up, but that can only go so far, right?
Well, Bill, Wheeler, you talk about a great pitching staff. Wheeler is the guy.
Right, he's
their guy. Yeah, Nola struggled. Suarez went into a little funk. I mean, what's his face? Sanchez was doing it, but then of late he's kind of went into a little funk.
Well, Sanchez had one rough start.
Yeah.
Let's not
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like Wheeler was the guy.
He was consistent.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Josh, I'm like at this stage of the game, I'm thinking, you know what? Let the chips fall. Let the chips fall to where they may. I don't want to go into the playoffs with such a big lead anyway. I want them to feel like their backs are against the wall, they're a little hungry, and maybe they'll play a little harder.
Dave, you talked about that earlier. When be the hunter or the huntee?
I mean, I like the champion mentality where you're the huntee.
Really?
Like I like to be in the front. I like to be like I would
So
as
you'd
a
rather
champion mentality.
You'd rather be on top.
There's no pressure, there is no pressure, so you might play better. But if you're a champion, and I can't say I want to be the underdog. I want to be
right.
I want to be the man.
You want to be
have
been.
That's the alpha mentality.
All right, the alpha mentality. But look how much fun the '93 Phillies were. They were a bunch of throwback guys that had they had no business being where they were.
Well, they had no prima donnas, right?
They superseded all expectations, and that ride was so much fun.
I'll tell you what, that was my favorite Phillies team there.
That's right.
I mean, even over the '80s team,
Remember we were there tonight with Chuck Benson.
I called the Dykstra home run.
It was 14, 15, 14. We saw all those home runs,
and it was in the rain, misty.
To me, Dave, when you're not expected to win and you do, it makes a bond that you'll never forget between players.
But look, I'm the ultimate underdog. Okay, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, so that surprises me. You're taking this other.
I know, and that's because being the underdog, you want still to be the champion and then have to fight everybody off you.
Right,
I just
right.
think it's the
think that's the
better.
way to go?
That's the alpha mentality.
Well, I've
you know
always
what I
been
mean?
an underdog too, so that's why I'm kind of on that side. But look at the when we lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay, those guys were. I mean, they came out of nowhere too, right? And
Pretty much.
I mean, they didn't really have any super names on that
But
team,
see,
right?
but guys, that's the problem with all this is that like you can't depend on, hey, we call it lightning in a bottle. No, how about you build your team properly instead of building it with all these flaws and these issues? You know, hopes and dreams don't win championships, boys.
That's true.
Fundamentals
That's true,
win
Josh.
championships.
No,
Well,
that's right.
listen.
Anyway, here's another thing too. Like when you have a team that's like lost your ace, and then you go up to New York where you haven't won, you're struggling, and Mater throws the ball, doesn't hit the cutoff man, which is baseball 101.
Harper throws a high
When,
thing.
when you have a rundown, Josh, you know baseball about as well as anybody else. You do
In a rundown?
You throw the guy back to the base that he came from.
Right.
Listen, if I can just tell a story real quick, because you guys are at a high school football game. My freshman year of high school, I was playing center field, and listen, I have depth perception issues. I shouldn't have been playing in the outfield. The ball, I should have caught a ball. It dropped in front of me. I end up throwing a laser to home plate. I come back to the dugout all proud of myself, and the coach said, Josh, that was the greatest throw I've ever seen, but you're never playing outfield ever again. An outfielder should catch the ball and throw it to the cutoff, not to home plate.
Cutoff man.
Well, I got to tell you, if we do collapse, it's not Dombrowski's fault, Bill. He's got everybody. Just like I said, you build a franchise. You build like Josh said. Well, he's done everything possible. If you
See,
ask
I
me.
disagree. I think
He went out and got that closer.
I'm not going to give him credit for one move. The guy should have built the roster properly in the offseason. Why'd you sign Max Kepler to a team with $20 million lefties?
He just
on the
hit a
team?
home run tonight, Josh.
Oh, well, he hit a home run
listen.
August 28th. He's played poor most of the
All right,
year.
so Josh, let me ask you a question. So you got one issue, Kepler. Everybody else on the roster. You like?
No. The whole roster's an issue. You have three guys who are technically really good baseball players. The rest of the team is duct tape, bubble gum, and hopes and dreams. You can't win championships that way.
Wouldn't have gone
Wait,
that
hold on.
far.
You guys, I heard you and Mike talking about you guys are not high on Castellanos, and I get it. He's
slow
But
in the
when we
outfield.
got him, he was knocking the cover off the ball
It's
with the
called
Reds. I mean,
fool's
that was a
gold.
great.
Yeah, but
It's
Josh,
called
I mean,
free
you can only
agent
go by
year.
what you go by.
His free agent year, if you look at his other years, he wasn't as hitting as well. Everybody plays good when they got money on the line. Now
All
he
right,
got
so
his money, and now he's a
that
pain.
then that theory applies to Schwarber. He's knocking the cover off the ball. He's hitting all these home runs. This is 1 year. He's in
Schwarber
his
was great last
contract
year. Schwarber was great last 2 years.
Yeah, well, he's 0 for what is he? 0 for 20 now or something? Or did he get a hit tonight? Last night going there,
He
coming
just
out of that
blasted
game
a
was like,
home run tonight.
Oh, did he get one?
Schwarber?
We're
Yes.
not watching the game. We
Wow.
can't. How about that? Let me see.
See,
if I can-
this is the problem with you guys. All you guys
Oh,
want to do
come
is
on,
react
Josh.
to one game.
I watched the last 4 games.
Oh,
we're at
Bobby,
the Battle of the
hear that,
Beach.
guys? Bobby watched the last 4 games.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm saying I
that's
can't watch a game
interference.
tonight. He was 0 for 20 coming out of last night. So he was in a big slump. That's all I'm saying.
You would say that Schwarber, batting average was like, what did he hit last year?
212.
Yeah, there were 38 home runs last year.
Yeah, but
This
batting
year
batting
he's-
average is a flawed stat, as we know, because they don't count when you walk. It's like
That's
it's
right.
Like, it's
on
like,
base percentages. That
like
doesn't matter. Your batting
I
average.
think see,
Absolutely.
I think
disagree with
batting
Mike.
average matters.
I think
man.
batting average matters.
Absolutely.
Just like
I
ERA
don't
matters.
agree.
You don't agree, Josh?
Batting average is like a quarterback's completion percentage. We never give the guy credit for somebody else's mistake.
What do you say about that, Dave?
Dave's got his feet up on the
Look at
table
him,
there,
look at him.
Josh.
Dave,
Well,
Dave,
you guys
Dave,
talking about baseball. Yeah.
Well, Dave won't. Dave doesn't like when I say this. He always gives me the side eye. But I always tell people, listen, we should demerit the wide receiver, not the quarterback, for the drop.
Yeah, they do that in QBR though, right? They
Yes.
do.
Yeah,
They do
quarterback
not hold
rating.
it against
So-
you if you have a drop.
They don't hold
They
it.
don't hold it against
Correct.
you.
All right. Right now, fellas, we're going to welcome into the booth. Let's call it the booth. One of our sponsors from Bob's Grill, famous Russ Hendrickson. What's up, Russ?
Not much, man.
Hey, listen, Russ, man, we were talking about Bob. That what is 98 years? He's still around, right? He comes into the store every day, right?
96.
96.
And he roughs it up.
Well,
Kids
Russ,
are still scared of him.
we want to thank you so much for making this possible. We had to take our tent down because the wind was blowing all over the place.
Where does weather come from, Russ?
Russ, what happened?
It's fall, man.
It's football weather, right, Russ? Russ, is this great? All these football games today here at Carey Stadium?
Pretty good. I think tomorrow is even better.
Tomorrow's gonna be better.
Well, Malvern LaSalle.
Yeah, that's his gang.
It's my neck of the woods.
That's his gang.
It's my neck of the woods.
Here we go. Here we go.
Are you impressed with the size of these kids? Did you get to see the Bergen Catholic?
I did, and I actually know a couple kids that played for Bergen Catholic. I had a friend, Ryan Carfley. He was an offensive tackle. Went on and played at Maryland. He was a stud.
We interviewed the coach for Bergen Catholic.
Did you?
Yeah, what a great guy. Do you know him?
No.
Yeah.
Well, is this kid the quarterback?
I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
Tenaglia or something like that?
No, it is an Italian name. What was his name again?
They're great people.
Yeah.
All the people from up in that neck of the woods.
Well, I'll tell you what a classy guy. And I asked him about their practice schedule. He said they started practicing right after Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
He named all the hours that they.
Yeah, but all you do is complain about that.
Well, listen, Ocean City, these guys, they start practicing a week. Well, they do lifting and whatnot. I get that, but on the field a week after school's out. I think that's a little too early, if you ask me.
Hey.
Vito Campanelli, I don't see his.
Campanelli, yeah. That's okay. That's the coach, right?
Yeah, I don't see.
Real nice guy, and what you can tell stand-up character.
What was it? Did Tommy DeVito go there?
He's the who's he play for the Giants, right?
Yeah. I think he just got cut.
Are you serious?
They let him go.
He played there.
He played one of those schools up north, somewhere up North Jersey, right?
Russ, this is the Battle at the Beach. It's 2021 is when it started.
2021, yeah, because my son Kyle played in it. I think the inaugural run against Vineland.
Okay.
This
is a great way to kick off high school football.
I love it.
It's unbelievable. Right here in our own backyard.
Our game started at 1.
I came and watched a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Russ, you were down there flipping burgers at Bob's Grill.
Yeah, it's making you breakfast. He asked me how come the eggs came out so quick.
I got a football game to go to.
All right, all right. So we got Russ here, and Russ, you let's face it, you got a lot of celebrities that come into Bob's Grill.
Oh, we got them all.
You got a lot. It's just the names, a couple off the top of your head.
Bradley Cooper.
No way.
Yeah.
I told my daughter that, man.
We got pictures.
She's going to be there every day instead of just 3 days a week.
Well, all Grimesy's guys come in.
How about Jay Wright?
Jay Wright. His daughter worked there.
Is that right?
Riley.
Who else?
Great kid.
Who else?
I told you, Gary Williams and all those guys, all the old basketball coaches.
Basketball coaches.
Yeah.
Fran Dunphy.
Dumps, the family friend for all my life.
No, I
63 years.
I sit there and talk to him at 14th Street, like in the winter and it's fall and winter. And you would not believe that in just conversation. And you can't think about it now, but all the names that this guy knows
just drops.
I'm like, you know that?
Hold on.
Grill.
Listen to this one. Sam, our Boardwalk Sam, was he here? Did you
no, he didn't make it.
Rossetti?
Yeah, Sam Rossetti. So I see Sam. He has some notes for you today.
Yeah, you got it.
So my father, who's 84 years old, was a great football player in the Philadelphia area.
Right.
Played at the University of Miami with George Myra.
Oh, get out! Really?
So they have a common friend. His name is Tommy DeFelice. My dad pulls me aside last night. He says, "Russ, do you know Temple is playing Oklahoma this year at Lincoln Financial Field?" I said, "Yeah, I kind of did." I said, "They're going to get boat raced, right?" He goes, "Oh, absolutely." He said, "But tell your buddy Sam Rossetti that Tommy DeFelice is going to be the honorary captain for Temple."
Get out.
And, Sammy will tell you a story. Tommy DeFelice is 5 foot nothing, but he was a quarterback, and he played at Temple, and it's back with Wayne Harden and those guys.
Okay, yeah.
And they played some good football. Just tough as nails, and a real good guy, man. It's just a great guy.
Well, we had Mike Chardon here. He just got inducted into the Coaches Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he coached us back in Collingswood back when we were.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
he was
here.
here.
He went on to what? Haddon Township. Haddon Township.
Haddon Township.
Collingswood. What else?
Sterling High School.
It's fun. It's funny how all these coaches recycle. I saw Bobby Weiss today.
Yeah.
He's part of the. I guess.
Oh, this list. There's like 40 of them. I mean, the list is on and on in here.
I'll show you
Dave knew half of them. I
he?
mean, yeah, it's unbelievable how many names are on this list.
Yeah.
It's insane.
There you go. Some of the inductees.
I mean,
Coaches,
it's just crazy.
West Jersey Coaches Association right there. Some names on there, Russ.
Tony Cerace. Corby.
Corby, right? We played against him, right?
Yeah.
Deptford.
Oberg.
You have any Eagles coming to Bob's Grill?
Yeah, we had Vinny
Vinny
Curry.
Vinny Curry, yeah, it's right. Well, he's Grimes' buddy.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox. He had them all.
Yeah. How about Kelsey? Kelsey ever come in?
Nah.
Travis Kelsey just got engaged to
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. Think he's gonna have a good year?
Probably not.
He's
Probably
gonna be
not.
soft this year.
I
right?
don't think the Chiefs are going to be good this year. No, I don't. I think that loss right there, it did them in. I think you're going to be distracted by the Travis Kelce.
You know what?
thing.
I got to tell you, I was worried about this Dallas Cowboys game coming in, but not after they got rid of
Micah.
Do you believe that? Went to the Green Bay Packers. $188 million.
That's crazy.
I watched what was it? One of the 30 for 30s last night. The two Bills.
I love that.
Did you ever watch the two Bills?
Was that who are the names? Give me the
Bill
names.
Parcells and Bill Belichick.
No, I didn't see that one.
Classic. They both are head coaches.
Touchdown. Winslow Township. Nice. They just got on the board. Now it's 21-6. Waiting for the extra point. You think they'll go for two?
No.
Real quick update. I just saw Kyle McCord got placed on the practice squad for the Eagles. Chance Campbell, Elijah Cooks, the wide receiver practice squad. Tight end E.J. Jenkins, cornerback Brandon Johnson, edge Patrick Johnson, wide receiver Terrence
How
Marshall.
does that work, Dave? How many people they put on that practice?
Well, so when I was
17,
playing, there was 4.
Now there's
Just
17.
4?
When I was 4.
Now there's 17.
And now it's like a whole squad now. But when I was playing, you were going to play. If you were in a practice squad, you're going to play.
What are those guys making? What do they make?
When I was playing, I think during the season you were making $8,000 a check, $8,000 a week during the season.
Okay.
And now I don't know what it is now.
Well, the league, everybody's making more money, so these guys now they have.
You
17.
can pay now. You can pay the practice squad guys whatever they want.
Right.
Like it could be actual game money if they want to keep you around, but they don't need you at the moment. So you never know.
Hey guys, I just got a text message from Mike Carlin, who's been helping us out here grabbing. He's standing next to Jahad Campbell here somewhere. Look at that. Jahad Campbell's here.
Guys, really quick, practice squad players make $13,000 a week now.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty good, though. I mean, think about it, right?
Yeah, well,
$13,000 a week they make, the practice squad guys.
Well, why wouldn't you just go play football to be a practice squad player?
Some people do now. You used to be only play 2 when I was there, 2, and you were done. Now you can play 10. There's no limit.
Dave, really quick, so just to delineate as well, so $13,000 is the
My son at
minimum
the University of Miami.
guys can make. So, Dave, let you know, so players, along with it on the practice squad, though, they have the potential of making up to $234,000 for the year.
Wow, that's a living.
Yeah.
Right. You can shoot. Wow.
Not too shabby.
Well, they could even make it. They could even make that flying for, or they could make that flying for Amazon.
Right, that's what I'm saying. My Kyle was offered to play on the girls' basketball team at the University of Miami. He's 6'5", right?
Right.
He said, no, Dad. I said, no. Did you ever see the Cavender twins?
Yeah.
I said, you think I'll be guarding the Cavender twin? And he says, I'll be guarding the biggest girl on the team.
Oh, that cracks me up.
All right, 97.3 ESPN and the Locker Rooms, a special broadcast from Kerry Stadium in Ocean City at the Battle of the Beach is brought to you by Mark Grimes, Ocean City's #1 real estate agent. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call anytime. Call Mark anytime. He'll be riding his bike on the boardwalk. You can call him 609-425-2042 or go online at markgrimes.com. And by Manco and Manco Pizza, the first and last name in pizza since 1956, located in Ocean City on the boardwalk at Ocean City 8th, 9th, and 12th Street, Summers Point, and at Citizens Bank Park. And Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge, founded in 1898. Shriver's is Ocean City's oldest business. Order by phone at 1-877-668-2339 or go online at shrivers.com. And by, you want to read your Bob's Grill promo there, Russ?
No, you do. You're good at it.
Famous, famous Bob's Grill celebrating 97 years serving breakfast and lunch on the Ocean City Boardwalk. Summer memories are made at Bob's Grill, 1368 Boardwalk, or go online at bobsgrilloceancity.com. All right, we're going to take one last break before we wrap it up, and we are right here broadcasting live from the Carey Stadium in Ocean City for the Battle at the Beach right here on 97.3 ESPN. All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Ocean City Carey Stadium in Ocean City here. Billy Schweim with you, Bobby Schweim, my twin brother, and former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and Mainland product, Dave Klemick. And we've had a great night here, Dave. It's been a lot of fun watching these high school kids go at it.
Thanks for doing this, because I
man.
I think I was one that prodded you to try to get it started.
You did.
Well, great idea, Dave, because I'll tell you what, we got to talk to a lot of cool people, coaches, reporters, sponsors.
Todd Campbell's walking around here somewhere.
It's been a lot of fun, man. A lot of old coaches. I mean, it's just it's a who's who in Jersey, man.
Yeah, and to watch these big guys go at it, high school kids with this size and skill is unbelievable.
You know, and just to be on the show here with you two guys, I don't expect to get a word in, but thank you for letting me talk a little bit. I appreciate it.
All right, first of all,
we got to see a fight now.
Well, Dave's been trying to spark it all day.
he's stirring a pot.
Listen, Dave's been trying to stir the pot.
All right, I want to thank Mark. I want to thank my sponsors. Without them, this would not be possible. I want to thank Mark Grimes. I want to thank Chuck Bangle from Manco and Manco, PJ and Blue at Shriver's, Saltwater, Taffy and Fudge, and of course Russ Hendricks here at Bob's Grill. Russ, I want to thank you so much for putting us on the air. Is he on? No.
Is he on?
You're off. You're off, Russ. I'll tell you what. A great job, Nate Holleran.
Yeah,
Bob,
Nate did a good
producing.
job, man.
The wind was incredible.
Hanging on
here.
for dear life.
We want to thank
job, Nate.
Mark Treble was with us.
Wasn't that great, Bill?
Mike Sheridan, we got a chance to talk to him today.
That was great.
Just to see all the festivities here today. It was a lot of fun.
No, and also, to be honest with you, you look at the backdrop. You almost feel like you're at Notre Dame Stadium.
Yeah, look at the Golden Dome.
How do you beat being at school on the beach? It's got to be the only school on the East Coast that's like this.
The closest stadium to the beach,
Is
to
that
the
right?
ocean.
Yeah,
It has to be. Has to be.
How do you get closer than
Of
that?
course, I know about this win today, Dave.
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Thanks for listening.
My producer Nate just told me the Phillies are up 6-3. Nate. Yeah. All right, so that's good. Josh, maybe Bobby he'll come down off the ledge. Tommy Green's with me every Sunday.
I'm not on the ledge.
Nah. Tommy Green's with me every Sunday. Brought to you by Blitz's Market. We go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green. He talks me off the ledge. That's for sure.
You're on the ledge. If anybody's on the ledge.
Of course, we'll be in the locker room on Saturday with Dave Klemick and Nikki Earnshaw.
Dave, hey Dave, let me ask you a question. What do you think about this first game against Dallas? Give me your prediction. Give me your not prediction, but give me kind of some thoughts.
I think that losing Micah Parsons at this point is a huge loss. Like, he's like their guy. He's their guy. And he's everything to them now. And I mean, now when you lose that this close to the season, I don't think that's going to be a huge distraction. Yeah. Eagles by a lot.
That's like losing Wheeler.
Eagles by a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty big. I mean, you lose such a high-profile player like that. No, that can't be any good.
Breaking news too: Rashee Rice got suspended for 6 games from the Kansas City Chiefs. He's their top wide receiver.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Remember he hit a bunch of people with his Lamborghini?
Oh yeah.
So they finally suspended him 6 games.
Oh my gosh.
So the locker room will be on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, both Saturday and Sunday. We're looking forward to being with you then.
Magazine.
As we wrap up our night here at Ocean City Stadium, watching the Winslow Township team try to make a comeback here. They got a first down. It's there's 2:31 left in the second quarter. It's 21-6, so there's a lot of football left. But 7-3 Phillies
nice.
now. Josh, I appreciate all the work that you did for getting this up and running. Special broadcast event, and I hope you had fun doing it.
Bryson Stott just drove Harrison Bader in, so now we got an actual scoring fest after being shut out last night, because there's nothing like a Phillies lineup in this era than getting shut out one night and scoring 7 runs in 4 innings the next, right, boys?
Ain't that the truth? I mean, that's just the way this team is.
Feast or famine. It's like lopsided, you know. But, well, hey, man. I like I said, I'm not jumping off the ledge right now. I think, you know.
By the way, really quick, before I let you guys go, come on, man. Kelly Green, the uniforms this year against the NFC East. So the undefeated Kelly Greens versus the NFC East. Thoughts?
I love it.
Love
I think
the Kelly
Green all the time.
Love the
Josh.
Kelly Green.
Love it. Kelly Green.
All right.
Love it.
That's it. We're going to wrap it up. Once again, thank you, Nate. Thank you, Josh. Bobby Schweim for being a part of the broadcast. Dave Clemick, former chief. Mainland
Love being
Good
here.
to see you, Dave.
Fran
Great to see
McLaughlin
you,
was
Bob.
with us today. We had a great time. Russ Hendricks from Bob's Grill, who sponsored us today. Thanks. He makes one heck of a breakfast, Bobby.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He gets it out to his lickety split.
We got some more football tomorrow here, right?
Thanks, Nate. Yep, more football here. And got Mike Gill in the Sports Bash tomorrow. And then after me on Saturday, got Josh hanging with Henning. So stay tuned for all that. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And have a great rest of your Thursday night. And enjoy some college football tonight. See you.